Welcome to the Mix and Figure Pals. Hi, I'm Dr. A, your host, and I am your crystal rock goddess. Welcome to the Mix and Figure Pals. Hi, I'm Dr. A, your host, and I am your crystal rock goddess. The rock goddess, and we're in the place to be. Make sure you come on inside the Crystal Palace, take your shoes off, leave them by the door, stop at the crystal bar, grab your crystals and grab your libations, because over here we honor our ancestors. 5 ways to become a crystal. All you have to do is like, share, and subscribe. 2, all you have to do is type, and we call that what? The boom boom room. The 3rd way to become a crystal, all you have to do is listen, and we call the parlor room. The 4th way to become a crystal, all you have to do is after the show, don't leave your play around me, true player for real, ask me, you know what I mean. All you got to do is outhouse gang up in this thing, and that's what we call our after show, okay? Now, 5th way to become a crystal, all you have to do is to make sure you join our membership. Okay, dang it, y'all. I was trying to click on the wrong dang on thing. Hey, y'all. Woo, y'all. I was so tired last night, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all. Ooh, Lord. I got up to just put my son to feed him breakfast today. Man, this weekend I've just been so busy trying to work on these teas. I done worked on these teas, child, and getting these clothes all the way done up, like folded up, put them up. I just gotta hang my clothes up, and I got some clothes, whatever clothes that we made last night and this morning. That's all I got left. Well, this morning I should say. That's all I got. And I'm gonna not wash clothes for a couple of days. I promise. I keep saying that, and then I end up washing clothes because I just don't like. I don't like clothes to be in a laundry basket. It's a pet peeve of mine. I know y'all like Dr. A. You wash a lot, girl. Yeah, because I don't like clothes to be left in the laundry basket. I just don't. That's a pet peeve. Okay. Anyway, y'all. So right now, what I'm doing right now is I'm making dinner. Okay. I'm making some dinner. My dinner, what I'm making for dinner is a soup, lentil bean soup. Y'all, look, I told y'all that grocery was, you know what I'm saying? We get grocery this week, girl, but woo, child. We got food in there, but I'm telling you, it don't match. You understand what I'm saying? I had to go to my business just to get some seasonings, y'all, because I ran out of seasonings. So I had to go to my business just to do some more seasoning for my own dang on self. I had to take from the product, okay? And I don't like taking from the product, y'all. But I had to. Okay. So I'm making some nice little soup, some little bean soup. It got broccoli in it. It got carrots, spinach, celery, lentil beans, peppers, onion peppers and stuff, different type of peppers. I threw that in there. And zucchini. I'm gonna throw this tomato in here in a second. Okay. Hold on, let me wash this knife off. So we're gonna finish watching up Jasmine yesterday because I'm hungry and Tracy blessed us with their presents, right? So I was really happy about I was really happy that they came here live with us. That's always a pleasure. We love to give visitors over here. You know what I mean? So we had some really good people coming in, good numbers last night. So if we can continue to do this every day, that'll be a blessing because I love having y'all at the Crystal Palace. Okay, so let me get my tomatoes out. I only got one tomato left, y'all. One tomato, and that tomato is about to be eaten and thrown in this pot. Okay. All right, I gotta find an onion. Let me do it. I gotta get an onion out of the refrigerator because I forgot to get an onion. I forgot to do the onion. Y'all, we only got 3 onions left. That's how you know covers is burn, baby. We only got 3 onions left. Shoot. But as a vegetarian, I have a lot for a vegetarian. For somebody who just eating vegetables and fruit, I do have a lot. But tomorrow I'm gonna have to go get some I'm gonna have to at least get a bag of grapes. If I get a bag of grapes, that'll last us for if I get 2 bags of grapes, they'll last us for 2 days. Because only thing I got left is some cantaloupe, y'all. That's all. And I got like a little water, a tiny bit of watermelon. So I don't know if I can survive that for 2 days. I'm just gonna be honest. So I'm gonna have to go get some. I'm gonna have to go to the store and buy with my own money, not food stamps money. But girl, I gotta go to the store and buy that just so I can. I think I'm gonna saute these onions and put them in the pot. I think that'll give it a flavor to it. Which I think. How you doing, Buttons? I think I'm gonna saute the onions and then put the onions in here. All right, y'all. Let's put jasmine on, y'all. I gotta put some more water in here because I threw a whole bunch of vegetables in here. I'm telling you, it's packed. It's packed. Okay. Oh, I came in here. I'm like, why do I have to sweep? I had like little crumbs on the floor. I mean, it wasn't no. Okay, I'm exaggerating. Okay, I'm lying, y'all. It was just two crumb. It was 2 pieces of crumb that was on the floor. I was like, oh my god, what is happening? Why do I have two crumbs? And you know what that could have been from my house shoe. Hold on, y'all. I was like, oh my god, it's trifling. It just had two grubs, girl. Literally like two grubs. Okay. All right, it might have been buried crumbs. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. Let's throw my jazzy life up here. Oh, excuse me. Hold on, y'all. All right, where's she at? Okay, where you at, girl? Where you at? Looking like a crackhead. Okay, I got her up. Okay, she been up. I forgot never took her down. Y'all should see me. I got my little moo moo on. You know that's how you know you in a black household when you got a moo moo. Girl, I'm serious, girl. I exaggerate. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I exaggerate. I do sometimes. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Like, I think that's part of being like a tourist. I think I exaggerate. I just don't like mess. I don't like. I can't stand junky. And I really, speaking of junk, I need to reorg. I need to organize. I never organize. I need to organize in my business. That one little area. Y'all know what I'm talking about? That one little area that got my printer on. I need to organize that because that's trifling. Now, I ain't gonna front and try not to act like that ain't trifling. Is it roaches and bugs? Is it nasty over there? No, it's not nasty per se. It just needs to be organized. Okay, that's all. My closet probably need to be organized. I'm not organizing no closet. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. Like it's like I got a lot of clothes. But I can't get into organizing my clothes. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I mean, it's on hangers, on clothes. I'm not gonna organize some shoes in the closet, baby. I just go in there. I'm not doing that. I'm probably gonna do that until next year. I'm just gonna tell y'all the truth. I can't do it. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm wearing my shoes. Don't say, Dr. A, get rid of some of your shoes. No, the hell I'm not. I might want to wear them. And I'm probably going to give some to my biological mom. That's probably what I'm going to do. But I don't feel like taking it to her. I'll wait till she come visit or come down here and live with us, okay? And then I give her the shoes because we wear the same size, y'all. It's pretty funny. Like all of us, like my aunts, my grandmother, we all wear the same size. It's like, well, what size shoe you wear? I was like, nah. And they say, oh, you do. We all wear the same size. I was like, oh, okay. Let me throw Jasmine. Give me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Don't go nowhere, y'all. Don't go nowhere. There we go. I'm here. Don't listen. Let me tell y'all something. I could carry on a conversation, child. I know how to carry on. We could be talking, girl. I know how to give y'all a really good talk. We could talk about life, what I went through as a child. I could talk to you about what's going on in the world. I could talk to y'all about any different kind of thing, any subject you want to talk about, girl. I could talk because I'm a conversationalist, okay? Most of us in here are, right? We're not like dumb Jasmine and Olivia. We can actually carry on a conversation, okay? Anyway, let's put this chick on here. Let's go.
As long as my kids get a
Oh, before you leave, can you turn that
Look,
down?
come, because she can ready to say something stupid, girl. God protect. What'd you say? You know that's an old school term for those that don't know. God protects babies and fools. My mother used to always tell me that. I ain't gonna tell you what sentence we used to talk about that in. We used to talk about that with a relative of ours, and they'd be like, "I guess they the fool." and the baby.
They get 3 meals and 2 snacks. I feel like they fine.
Yeah, but okay, you don't. We don't believe that. Number one. Number two, Jasmine, you don't give them fulfilling. You're not filling them up, which is why they keep complaining about them being hungry. Is because you're not giving them a full meal. You're not giving them veggies. You're not giving them fruit along with it at the same time. Like for lunch, what I would do if I was you, Jasmine, for lunch, for breakfast, you give them vegetables and whatever you cook for breakfast. Okay, that's a full breakfast. Okay, for example, I don't eat meat, right? So my suggestion, I don't eat, I can't with good faith suggest this, y'all, because it's against my religion to eat pork. I'm just gonna be honest, okay? And it's not even my spirituality. My spirituality just don't align to eat meat. I'm just gonna be honest, okay? It was my religion at one point. That's how actually I got off of pork, was religion based, right? And I just kind of kept going even though I left the religion. But I don't eat pork, babes. So I can't for good faith tell you to eat pork, okay? I can't encourage that. It's one thing to eat meat, but golly, pork sausage is the worst thing in your diet that you could keep. And I just can't for good faith say this. So I don't know, Jasmine. But I'm gonna tell you, I had to wash my hands, y'all. Y'all know how these tomatoes are. I don't like sticky hands. Hold on, y'all. Let me get done washing my hands. Okay, so what you do is you make, let's say you do a waffle. Okay, let's say you make them a waffle. That's bread, right? Technically. Something for it. So you're gonna make a waffle. You'll make them a waffle, right? You can make them with the waffle, you can do like cream of wheat and some fruit and that other stupid stuff that you make. Okay, and like some fruit, some good fruit, like not just a little tiny bit, because you give your children tiny bit of fruit, and it's so stupid. You ration the fruit, and it's like, girl, just buy enough fruit, and you wouldn't have to ration it. That's number one. Okay, now that's one thing I'm gonna give my son more of is fruit. He gonna get more fruit in the morning than he get anything else, just to be honest. Even if I do a waffle, even if I do oatmeal, right? This morning he had a waffle, he had an oatmeal, and he had some oatmeal, a package of no oatmeal, and he had some fruit, y'all. He had some not cantaloupe, melon. He had some melon. Okay, that's what he had. Okay, then for lunch, you get what I'm saying? A whole pack. I didn't try to split it up or none of that. Being, acting like he don't need, acting like he gonna split it in half. Cause you say your children be so hungry, though, Jasmine. You would have to feed them so much if you fill them up, but you don't fill them up. That is ridiculous. And then this morning, for lunch, he had 2 almond butter sandwiches, uncut, because he don't like me to cut it all the time. And then he had like some grapes, and he had the last bit of blueberries that we had. He had like the last grapes, so he had about 10 grapes. Girl, probably 12. Okay, and he had about, I would say, about 9 blueberries. Okay, and then he asked me if he could have some oatmeal with it. I said cool. So that was his lunch, y'all. We don't have any chips. Okay, so that's what he had, and he was cool. He was cool. Okay. Now I have a bar. I was gonna give him a bar, but he said he was full after that. So I was like, cool. Now if he would have got hungry, if he was still hungry, I would have gave him some melon that's left in the refrigerator, or I would have gave him a bar or both. If he would have said he was still hungry, okay. Now that's what I'm saying, Jasper. Now right now I'm making a some soup, bean little vegetable soup, okay? And it's thick. I told y'all it's a whole bunch in here. It ain't just like no punk. It's like a whole bunch. And in the oven, I got cucumbers. So I put cucumbers in the oven. I season them up. I'm gonna let them saute in the oven. I'm gonna let them bake in the oven. And then I'm gonna get this cauliflower. I'm gonna make some. I'm gonna roast some cauliflower. Okay. And I'm gonna make some noodles with it. And so what we'll do is we'll take the vegetables, noodle, the vegetable soup, and we'll put it over the noodles. Okay, that's what I'm gonna cook. And then I throw some bread with it. I put a little vegan butter on there. Put it in the oven, the bread, and that's what our meal is. You get what I'm saying? But it's a whole pot. It's a whole pot. It's vegetables. Oh, and I got a melon in the refrigerator. And I'm gonna throw some melon with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna throw a little melon in it. Okay, that's what I'm gonna make. But you get what I'm saying, Jasmine? We getting a whole meal here. Now my husband might get here and throw something else with this meal. Okay, he might. He might throw these greens that we got in the oven, that we got in the refrigerator. That's cool, some kale, but that's straight. You get what I'm saying, Jasmine? So you don't fill your children up, which is why they're always hungry. Okay, and you don't understand, like even the way that you eat, you supposed to do the 5 food groups. You know what I'm saying? Now we don't eat dairy like that, y'all. Now, every so often we eat dairy, and I'm telling you, we pay for it. My chest get the hurting. If I eat dairy, y'all, if me and my husband eat dairy, we'll start coughing, and we'll be very congested, right? Because of all that, because of that dang on cheese, because of all that dairy products. For real, black folk and some other races, especially black folk, we're not really supposed to be with dairy, though, to be honest. We're supposed to take other types of milk. This is why her children, this is part of the reason why a lot of her children be sick all the time. Oh, besides she don't feed them and properly dress them. And I remember when Chris was there, that house was always cold. And I'm like, well, why is your house always cold? Them children be cold, and he not paying that one liquor bill in that house. Why would you make your children be cold for him? Now, I ain't doing that. That's when I draw the line. Like, my children not finna suffer because of a bug. That's number one. Okay? Let's go, y'all.
And someone said, well, you're not school, you're the mom. Exactly, but I send them food to school.
And I feel like if his fat tail would lost some weight, he wouldn't be as hot. Let's just kick the ballistics. If he lost a lot of weight, he wouldn't be so hot. Okay? All right, y'all. I'm getting this cauliflower. Did I tell you I put broccoli in the salad too? You get what I'm saying? Now I'm going to do this broccoli. Oh, I got to turn this. I'm getting hot now. I'm getting hot because I got this oven on. I got the oven on and the stove. And I'm getting ready. I'm trying to wash up these last little bit of clothes. And when I tell you I'm washing a little bit of clothes, okay, I'm going to keep it real, right, y'all? All right. And this is probably something that I probably shouldn't do, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I only got like 3 articles per clothing, okay, per wash right now, because I'm down to that. But I don't like clothes to sit in the basket. I'm just gonna be honest. And then I deep clean my house. My house is okay, it's straightened, but it ain't been mirrorized. And I gotta find another solution that I wanna, because I got a little boy, y'all. And I'm trying to find a solution, and I got to, I'm the only female here, y'all. And I'm trying to find a solution that I don't feel like buying no plug-ins just to I usually put my essential oil in those. I make my own oils, my own fragrances, y'all. I do make my own fragrances, okay? But I got to figure out a way I gotta do something else, is what I'm trying to say. I gotta figure out a way. I'm gonna look at some TikToks and figure out a way I could keep it moisturized. The smell throughout the house the whole time without me having to do plugins, because I'm tired of doing the plugins, y'all. Let's go, Jasmine. Now she's gonna try to explain to us. I don't know why she always feel like she has to explain stuff to us. The bottom line is you're not feeding your children proper nutrition. That's the bottom line, Jasmine. Okay. To make the long story short, is you don't give your children the proper nutrition. That's just the bottom line. I don't know, like, how people, that's what people are trying to tell you, but you're too stupid. You won't listen. You know what I mean? Again, she don't tell us those are her children, girl. Those are your children, but if you keep on acting the way you do, you know, God will take things away from you that you don't appreciate. Because you keep coming up here complaining, God will take stuff away that you don't appreciate. And that's what happens. And that's something I've noticed. When people complain about this and that, and they complain about not having this, they complain about not having that. You know what I mean? When they complain about a particular person, they will take them away from you. Okay, Olivia complained about Gerard all the time. That's an example. She was like, "Oh, Gerard," and she complained about him the whole time. And then God was like, "Okay," the creator, the ancestor of the universe, whatever you want to call it, was like, "Oh, okay, so you don't want that." And then when he dumped her, she started trying to run after him and traveling out of town wearing a pamper. Yeah. When you don't appreciate things and you voice you manifest your own destiny. And that's what happens, Jasmine. You keep complaining about these children, you're going to get knocked upside your head in a sense of the children going to be taken from you through whatever means that the ancestors choose to take them away from you. And I'm not talking about through no other scenario. I'm just saying that they're going to turn away from you. You understand what I'm saying? I mean it in that sense. I don't mean it in, a different type of sense. You know what I mean? Because there's so many people out there that will be really good mothers, but they wasn't blessed to be able to be a good mother because they couldn't have children for whatever reason. Okay, and here you come being an octo mom, being able to have 1,000 children, but yet not be able to take care of them. You can't take care of these children. I'm just gonna tell you what it is. Ain't nobody gonna say it. I say if you cannot take care of these children, you don't know how. You're incapable of taking care of these children, and that's what the problem is. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I gotta cut up these I gotta cut up this cabbage, and it's a special kind of way that I cut it up. I don't cut it up like I probably should watch a video on how to cut it up better, but this is how I do it. Okay. All right, hold on. Let me throw this stuff away, and it kind of works out actually better this way. To be honest, it's less messy because cauliflower. Y'all ever cut up a cauliflower? It is messy. Okay, but the way that I do it is less messy. I found that it's not as bad. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me throw these sides away. Okay, all right, y'all. Let's listen to this helpful.
They don't eat throughout the day at school like that. So your kids just at home.
Yeah, but baby, your children are at home though. At the end of that day, they're at home, so they can ready. And let me tell you something about teachers. When my son was going to school, they would call home and say, "Well, hey, could I give them?" Because they knew we were vegetarians, and they would buy special snacks for the children. And my son would always get the little special snack. He would get he would get vegan snacks. The teacher would go and buy him vegan snacks. That's what they used to do for my children, for my son. Okay, so they do in fact eat throughout the day. If children get hungry, they will feed them. They're not gonna let the children starve. I don't know if you know that, Jasmine, but if they are hungry, they will feed them. They're not gonna, and then they're gonna, you know, that's what it has. And I've seen schools. My mom used to be a school teacher, Jasmine, so I know what I'm talking about. I have aunts and mom. A lot of my family were school teachers, and I'm telling you, Jasmine, let me tell you something. Don't think that these teachers don't watch your video. They don't watch your video because they think you're a great mom. They watch your video because they probably treat your children. Sometimes it can backfire. Sometimes they can treat your children worse than what you treat them because they see how you treat them and they know you ain't shickety. You know what I mean? And they know they come from a parvish situation. Because you treat your children in a very, you're probably not as parvish as you come off to be, but you definitely treat your children like you're parvished, to be honest. Okay. And this is the way that you move. And y'all always come up here and say y'all stand 10 toes down with your children. You don't. Because you treat your children mean. You're mean to your children. And there's nothing wrong with being firm. And we all have bad days as parents, and that's okay. But your bad day can't be every day, though. Your bad day cannot be bad every day. And your day comes off like it's bad every day, Jasmine, to be honest, okay? Let's kick the ballistics, okay? All right, wait a minute, y'all. I'm trying to cut this. Shoot, I gotta watch this because I want to cut my hand off, y'all. Y'all know I'm accident prone. I hate to say that. I probably shouldn't say that while I'm cutting. While I got this big old knife in my hand. It's a huge knife, okay? But I'm just saying, I gotta look at my hands while I cut, y'all. I can't look to the side and cut. Some people can look to the side and cut. I see people do it, not me. Anyway. So I'm just telling you, Jasmine, that's not okay. That's not okay. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Jasmine. At this point in time, you try to justify not feeding your children. That's all that is. That's all it is. And then the majority of the food is snack food. Like stuff you don't have to cook. You don't have hardly any live food in that house. You are too grown now. This is 2025. Who don't know that they supposed to eat vegetables? I'm just saying, who in the hell don't know? You ought to be ashamed of yourself that you don't know to eat vegetables. I bet you AJ, I don't know. I don't know. Olivia's sister might be worse than her. Who knows? We don't know that, right? But she comes off like she's better. I bet you those children getting to Olivia's sister's house, I bet you they not used to eating cooked food. They not used to eating home cooked food or vegetables and live food. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just telling y'all that don't make no sense right there. You know that y'all don't cook vegetables. I mean, I don't like Chrissy, but Chrissy children eat better than all y'all's. And I'm not saying I like Chrissy either. I don't care for her either, to be honest. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna saute this. I'm gonna put a little oil on this, y'all. Hold on, let me let this heifer talk.
Home. I'm curious. Do you just allow your kids during the summer break to sit at home and eat all the food, knowing that food ain't cheap? We actually going through.
My children don't. My son don't want to eat all day because I give him a well cooked meal. Because sometimes he'll be like, "Mama, I'm full." Shoot, you know why he say he's full? Because I give him full meals. I give him full meals. And if he asks for something more, you know what? To be honest with you, Jasmine, first of all, no child want to eat all day. That's because you don't feed your children properly. That's why they do that. Number one. Number two, my son, when we order out, he be more hungry ordering. When we order out, he'll be wanting seconds of ordering out. Or he would the fast food don't fill him up. Fast food do not fill him up. Okay, fast food does not fill him up. Fast food does not fill him up. I know a lot of times people be thinking that, and I know some people think as vegetarians, how do y'all get full? Girl, we get full. Trust me, vegetables are fulfilling. Trust me when I tell you that vegetables are fulfilling. Fruit is fulfilling. You know? Let's go.
A hard time. Food is not cheap. And knowing that I got 5 kids.
That's your goddamn fault that you decided to have them 5 kids. Okay? That's your fault. Okay, let's go.
I eat once a day. I eating better than me. They eat.
Well, first of all, you obviously, if you're typing in her chat, more than likely you're an adult. So eating one meal a day as an adult, that's fine. But a child eating one meal a day, I don't know about that. Okay, I don't know about that because they are still growing. Your grown behind has grown. So you eating one meal a day and you telling her and encouraging this whole crap, y'all are dumb. Y'all are dumb. I'm not going to encourage her to mistreat her children and not to halfway feed them because that's exactly what she does. They don't have full meals. And I don't even comment. I can't comment on stupidity. I'm not gonna comment if I was a supporter of Jasmine when she says dumb stuff, and she does say dumb stuff majority. I mean, like 99.1% of the time, she says dumb stuff. And what I'm gonna tell y'all is this: is that I'm not gonna I wouldn't comment because she's not gonna have me looking stupid. I'm telling you that right now. You can't have me looking stupid. You can look stupid, but you ain't gonna have me looking stupid. You understand what I'm saying? But let's let this dummy talk. And she gets so excited when someone defends her bull stuff. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody excited. I don't need people to co-sign what I say. Okay? All right, let's go.
Baby, that's what I'm saying. I eat once a day most of the time, or I have like a protein drink in between.
Jasmine, you a lie. You eat way more than once a day, your little fat self. You eat way more than once a day. And you know what? Let me tell you something else, Jasmine. I'm gonna tell you why you gained a lot of weight too. I'm gonna tell you why you're gaining all that weight back. You're gaining that weight back because you don't eat right. And you not really active for real. You're not active. That's the bottom line. It's obvious. And you don't eat properly. And you just use those shots to lose weight. You know you're supposed to eat better. If you're gonna use those shots, you know you still gotta eat good. You still gotta put some vegetables in your diet. You eat a lot of processed foods, and that's a no-no. If you trying to lose weight, don't buy no dang on TV dinners. That is the dumbest thing for you to do. The only reason why you lost weight is because of those shots. Let's just keep it real because you don't know how to eat right. You can't control your eating habits. You stress eat when you went through that stuff with Olivia, that court case, and I'll be stressed out too if I were you. But dang, you still want eating right? Let's go.
Sometimes they'll go in there and get a protein, something. Well, I'll say Ava, because she
That's
do
all she
sometimes.
said. Protein shake,
But
protein shake. You stupid.
and they go in there and make them some noodles. But I'm not gonna make you. First of all, let's just talk about hot pockets. Hot pockets are expensive, right? And it's only 12 in a box. I got 5 kids. If I get 5 kids a hot pocket, and 2 of them go in there and get 2 more, that's 7 off the back. That's gonna throw my numbers off even more. You know what I'm saying? They eat. Them, and then sometimes Then I gotta go back to the grocery store. But them damn things are expensive. They towed them grapes up. I think I was on live feed and giving them grapes. Because I got mad at Legend. Someone tried to say Legend's her favorite because she wants to be with his dad. What? What the fuck? Y'all say the dumbest shit. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. I gave Ava, Aiden, and Legend the rest of the grapes. I whooped Legend's ass for going in there taking the grapes. He was going in my refrigerator. I did that earlier. Y'all is so funny. Favorites. If I had a favorite, who would be mine? I don't have a favorite. They all get on my fucking nerves.
Well, damn, what happened, y'all? I was just talking. What happened? Hello?